What did y'all want to talk about off camera? We had a topic that we wanted to talk about off camera.
Yeah. I might not be doing the pod next year.
So if you watched last week, you know that Kev said that if we're not paying him, he's not coming back. So it was our decision that we're not going to actually pay him. So this is our full announcement that Kev is not coming back next year.
Yeah, I'm having a kid.
Cutting this shit up crazy.
That's the point. I'm letting y'all know I'm having a kid.
This year?
Next year.
Yo, I just got a text message. I said, this is wild. I'm sorry.
The point is to cut it out. The point is to cut it out. But I'm revealing it to y'all. I'm having a kid next year.
On 1 to 10, how much of a lie you think that is? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I don't think it's a lie.
You would have walked in and said that earlier. We've been here for hours already.
Nah, I text Steph. I purposely wanted to say it on the thing, and I'm going to tell you how to cut it out. She's supposed to give birth in March.
Let me see it.
Let
me see it. Let me see it.
I thought if he was saying to plan to have a kid, I thought he was planning to have a kid.
Let me see. Because this is something that you can't cut out, bro. Wait, hold on.
I'll show you something better.
A nude?
No, the sonogram with a cat.
Sonogram with a cat.
That's not even Kev.
That's my cat's.
Show me the message.
Is that what she did show to the last show?
Like, I can't see it.
Congrats, my boy.
Thanks, bro.
Congrats. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yo.
Fuck.
Yo, this shit say 1995.
That's when she was born.
So you showing me her sonogram?
That's a sonogram. It's not mine.
You showing me
My girl's sonogram.
from when she was a baby.
Nigga.
You trying to fool me, nigga? Like, I can't be fooled. Just say the date right there, nigga.
Oh, hold on.
This shit
Date
old
of birth,
as shit.
nigga.
And I can't.
Nah,
That's
I
how it
can't say
goes?
Nothing.
This is her date of birth? You
Can't
sure?
post this, nothing.
Oh, so you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh, wow. Congrats, bro.
Thank you.
Whoa.
That's why she didn't come. I didn't want it to be suspect.
Whoa. Now, what's suspect?
It was already suspect to me.
Nah, she was really out with her sister, but
Wow.
because I didn't want nobody questioning why she's not doing hookah, or why she's not drinking, because that's more suspect. What do you really say? Like,
Nigga, yo, bro.
I'm pregnant. I'm about to have a baby.
no, but I didn't want everybody to know. So.
All right, so can we hold this in the tuck? Can we hold this episode in the
Yeah,
tuck? We could afford to.
we
could afford to hold it.
Until I say if we could release it or not.
We could afford to hold it, I think.
Why would you wait till I put on full true religion? I said the whole day. The whole day. Yo, I'm saving my best outfit for last. You should have said, yo, bro, wear it in the middle.
But this was the pod. I didn't know he was going to do
Wear
this,
it
bro.
in the middle.
Bro, I swear to God.
But the whole other two pods was communication.
But I swear to God.
Hey, I'm about to flip my fucking cup.
Nah, we cut this part out and then now we start the actual pod.
No, well, we can't do this
Nah,
now because
nah.
now I got questions for you. Because it's funny.
gonna have to save
It's
them.
so, yo.
Nah.
save
This is how you said for episode 8
You
or
just said
whatever.
we needed a personal pod.
Yeah.
You
It's
hit us with this
it's
and then
either
not
we
make
do
it
it, but
personal.
you can't release it unless I say so.
All right,
we just
I'm
said we
okay with
could
that.
hold
I'm
it.
okay with
It might
that.
be a minute.
Jason did that. I'm okay with
All
that.
right, no
You know why? Because we did last week no pod. So we actually ahead of schedule. This would have been one in the tuck.
Yeah, that kind of ruined my content too, but all right. Y'all don't think about that.
Oh my God.
Damn, that's really crazy.
Why you
That's
ain't tell
what
us
you're
you were
playing.
behind the scenes last episode?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. What you waiting for?
I was contemplating. I don't know. I wanted to like get reactions. I wanted to see. I didn't think it was gonna be like that exciting
No, yes,
off cameras.
that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
It's funny too because y'all was talking about getting more personal, and I went through my topics list while I was at the barbershop, and I'm like, yo, bro, I just got mad serious topics about like parenting and shit like that. And
Me too. I'm like, nigga, we don't got no kids.
yeah, and not yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna save it. Like it don't make no sense. And then look at that.
No, I just feel like it is crazy because if you go back plenty of episodes, he was already saying, yo, yeah, I want to have a kid, I want to have a daughter, bro. I see myself having a daughter.
Wow.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
Wait, so March,
Having a
right?
kid,
If
man.
we are
it
in,
makes
I said, when you found out,
yeah.
I'm about to get to your point. The reason why I kept dubbing the whole 2025 castle thing when you wanted the money in July. I knew early July that I was having a kid.
June, July, August. So all those times we was potting and chilling.
Yeah, she's 4 months. She's 15. She'll be 16 weeks.
So she has a belly already?
Yeah.
She's
That's why I
hiding
didn't bring her.
it. She's telling, you're hiding it from people?
So the
Well, y'all not
so,
hiding it. Y'all telling people. Y'all not
telling
telling people
specific people. Yeah,
wow.
until obviously till you give birth.
just whoever I want to know. That's why I said I might
Wow.
delete social media.
Congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
You got social media.
I'll probably just make a new one. I'll probably just make a new one and legit just people that I want, like knowing, just about my life in general. I just want to be real private and personal, not on some like mysterious shit, but like
Stop looking at me.
I just don't want people. I don't need people like if you fuck with me, you're gonna know because you check on me and shit like that. Or we locked in. Other than that, there's no need for you to really be in my business.
Congratulations.
You know what I mean? Probably,
I'm very happy for you.
Though.
probably after her sister's wedding. So like late January, early February.
What is the due date?
I'm happy for
Baby
you.
shower.
Baby shower?
Yeah.
I'm very
So the
very
gender
happy for
reveal
you.
is just gonna be like family, just intimate family.
Smooth way of cutting us out.
family, intimate family.
Not pod family.
That's my initial reaction now, but I might just change it. Yeah.
No, this is your process, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm big on people, like people I fuck with. So if I want you around something, it's because I want you there. So I haven't thought about it though. It's still just like overwhelming.
Well, I can't
Planning a gender
I can't
reveal,
speak
baby
for
shower,
bodies.
this and the third. Like
I can't speak for bodies, but I'm honored that you would tell us. We spoke for 45 minutes, hour. You've been here since 2
that's
o'clock.
my point. That's what.
So I'm honored that you would tell
But that's
us.
what I'm saying, right? Like it
Like,
feels
because I
it
thought you
feels
was. I think
special.
you be lying, bro. Like
Nah, I do be fucking around. That's all. I do be fucking around. Even my friends, when I showed them, they was like, "Nah, that can't be real." Like they FaceTime me, like, "Yo, you lying? Like, there's no way," because you always talking about you having kids. And you be
like
playing
you
around.
said, even when I show my friends. Shit. Oh,
Yo,
shit.
since we got here,
You know what I'm trying to say.
Today your
Yo,
word
bro,
has been like
it's
a
You know
little
what I'm
bit-
trying? When I showed my other friends, right? I showed my other friends. They was like, "Nah, there's no way you be joking around too much. Like, say dead ass." It's like I'm dead ass. Like I'm serious this time. That's why I don't have
very honored,
stuff around because
yeah.
now y'all know I'll bring her next time, but and you'll see it for yourself.
I'm very, very honored.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
So-
really
What you
dope.
most looking forward to? Oh no! I'm not, before I even ask that,
Hope you're limp.
what's your?
You're limp. A
They
little
hear
bit.
me, bro. They hear me. I'm talking loud enough. Yo, what was your like initial reaction? Oh no! How you found out? How you found out, bro? You was at work.
Nah, like
It's gonna be an hour podcast.
I
We
don't
got
want to
questions.
say it like this because it's like people think it's like psychotic, but I just know her cycle. Like I know when her period
Yeah.
comes.
Crazy
You know
nigga
what I'm
shit though. Crazy nigga shit.
Yeah, I guess I know when her period comes. So the times we had pregnancy scares, like we would never say nothing to each other and just kind of wait to see what happens, and then she'll eventually get her period. This time, like we was like, day passed, 2 days passed, 5 days passed. We ain't saying nothing to each other. We just like panicking in the, like individually.
Yeah.
And then I had told her, I was like, "Yeah, if you don't get your period by Sunday, you know what's going on. Like we having a kid." She was like, "Yeah, I know." And we was like, "It is what it is. Like fuck it." Like we was hyped. Like we was mad excited. Then when she took the pregnancy test,
After you had the initial
Yeah. Then it
comment,
became
like a little talk about it besides the weird shit when you finally brought it up to her.
well, that's when we brought it up to each other. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, like, all right, nigga, we know what's going on. Then when she took the pregnancy test, it was just mad hype.
But that same day that y'all talked about it?
Nah, like a few days after. And then she took the pregnancy test, and then we took 2 more like a week after just to
make
make
it
sure.
real.
Yeah, and then when she went to the doctor, it said she was pregnant. So
Wow.
I was mad hype. I don't show emotion much, but like I told her, I was cheesing like a little kid. I was like it's lit. Like I'm mad hype. Like
So, question, and this may even sound like a badass question, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. You talked about the gender reveal. Are you? And this is the cliche answer. I hope you don't say I hope for a healthy baby, but is it something that you want a daughter more than a son, or you want a son more than a daughter?
I mean,
you said
Yes.
daughter in the past.
yes, cliche answer, but it is true.
right?
I do.
Of
pray
course, that's number one.
for-
Without saying,
That's like that's the number one priority, a healthy, safe baby.
Correct.
But previously I did want a daughter first, right? Like I've been saying it for a few years from wanting a son first. The last few years I said like, damn, I want a daughter first. Like I think it was more so like for me, like, cause I'm not emotional.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought like having a daughter would break that barrier for me to be a little
Girl
bit more,
dad
be
immediately.
more vulnerable. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could be more emotional. I could just be like more open to it. And then when I found out she was pregnant, I was like, damn, think it's gonna be a boy. Like instantly, I was like, son. Like I want a son now. I was like, I don't know how that shift happened. So I was like questioning myself, like, did I truly want a daughter? Or was I just saying that to try to like be different? But it was like, I wasn't thinking about like.
Niggas, we want to be different so bad.
But that's how people are, right? Like, but I'm like, I'm not thinking about different. Like I'm thinking about myself. Like I can see myself with a daughter just being so loving and just open. And that would help me with other people, you know what I mean? Like just being open and vulnerable. And then, I don't know, I guess just like that natural dream of a man to have his own baby boy. You know,
you ain't have no dreams yet, like when you sleep in a dream.
So I had before we knew she was officially pregnant, I used to have dreams of having a girl, baby girl. Like I'm a fucking girl dad. Like you know what I'm saying. And then I just been having dreams of boys, like baby boys. Like I had the vivid dream.
He cleaned it up.
I cleaned it up. I cleaned it up.
He did.
I cleaned it up.
Oh, bad.
The most vivid dream I had was currently in my apartment now. It was like me telling my son, like, stop. Like, because I'm going to name my son Kevin. He's going to be a junior. And I just kept saying, like, stop, Kevin. Like, please. Like, you don't listen. Like, I told you, stop.
He's like a dad of
and
Kevin.
The nigga, and he's just looking at me with a smirk like he's going to do it again. And I was like, I don't know if that's reminded me of me when I was a kid, because that's something I would have done. Like, I'm about to do it again, like, because you're telling me not to do it. That was the most, like, vivid dream I've had of, like.
Wait, so you were able to see your child's face?
Like looked exactly like me.
I've had dreams where, like, I have kids. I'm talking to my kids are talking to me, but for some reason, I'm always seeing the back of their head or seeing them from far away, but I can never see their face.
Well, they usually say, like in dreams, you can't see the faces of people you don't know.
Yeah.
But I guess because in my heart, in my mind, I feel like if we have a son, he's going to look just like me. I don't know why. Like, I'm just that confident.
Main character.
That he's going to look like me.
It's okay to be the main character in your life.
Oh, yeah. I'm main character. Fuck
yeah, for sure.
So I've literally, like, that baby photo? You know that baby photo I be posting, like, of myself?
All niggas main characters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing that my son is gonna look like. Just like obviously like different, but like you could tell like, oh shit, that's
Lil Kev.
That's Lil Kev.
That's fire.
You know what I mean? So and then like every time I see things of babies is a boy. Like we went to Marshalls and shit, just mad baby boy clothes. Like we got the photo I just sent y'all, that card, it looked like it was for a baby boy. But it's not. It just says like we're having a baby, like that's it. But it's like blue, it looked like it's for a boy. So yeah, I don't know.
That's fire.
But I think we're gonna have a boy. That's my confident thing. So that's why I'm excited for the gender reveal. See what's gonna happen.
She already have a morning sickness and stuff?
She doesn't. No, she doesn't get morning sickness. So, like, the only pregnancy symptoms I could say like is really affecting her.
This is 4th month, so this will be the 2nd trimester, right?
Yeah, she's in the 2nd trimester, which a lot of women already have the morning sickness way before that. The biggest symptom that like she gets is fatigue. Just tired, like mad tired. She don't be wanting to do nothing. She be mad lazy, get out of work. Like she just like.
That's why he's been checking in like that.
Makes a lot of sense.
It makes. I was gonna come in here and I was gonna fuck you up, bro. I feel like he checks in.
Yo, you know what?
Way more. That's why it makes sense.
During the whole positive summer, niggas saying here.
Yo, for the past
problem,
for the past 3 or 4 pod days, yo,
out of the month, you right here.
Am I going crazy? For the past 3 or 4 days, bro, he's just. I mean, pod days. Like this. As soon as we done, yo, how you doing? Just checking in. Nah, you good? FaceTime me. Bro, it makes sense. You
gotta make sure, bro.
I apologize because downstairs, bro, I was on his ass. I was on his ass that night. Like, yo, bro, that's crazy.
And it's funny because with my other friends, they was like, yo, bro, like, I can't believe you because you was sitting here bullshitting that you're not gonna have a kid, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, you done been new for 4 fucking months. I'm like, I did it on purpose. Like that was the point. Like
that's dope. That's dope.
I was just bullshitting, talking man shit.
Is there anything that I'm gonna cut this out? Can I?
Can you cut it out?
So you're not the only one, Kevin. No, I'm lying. Sorry. So we did have a pregnancy scare like.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When you first had it in my head, I'm like.
So there was what's I said? What's I
Cup right now. She's bugging.
Once I said, can I was like, okay, my bad. That made it sound like, but we did have a real pregnancy scare, like my first one ever.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of how you said it. I didn't really want to say much about it.
Like, you don't want to talk about it.
I didn't want to talk about it at all. I wanted to stay far away from it, actually.
Right.
And comes day 1, day 2, day 3, and then you just like, all right. So my head, I'm like, now preparing to be a father. So when, I don't know if y'all saw me, like when I kept posting about like finances and shit changing, like I was like, don't invite me nowhere, because now I got to turn over on something else, right? So in my head, at least, I was preparing for a child. Now I'm looking at my crib now, looking at shit that I got to move around, thinking how my dog is going to be with the child. Like, it's just a lot of shit that was going on. Now I got to buy a car. Now I'm not bringing a child into this world. I'm not shitting on nobody without a car, because I just can't do it, right? But now that it's real for you, did those thoughts ever come in your mind?
They did. But I'm gonna be honest, like, and not to like get to like spiritual, I think because like I just been praying more, and like I really just been trusting God's timing and like having faith in him. Like, I'm not worried at all, bro. Like, that's just gonna be taken care of. Like, none of that is scaring me, none of that is worrying me, like financially, nothing. Like, and I live in a studio, and even then, like, none of that is, I'm good. My baby's gonna be taken care of. Stuff is gonna be taken care of. Like, I'm gonna be straight. Like,
Right.
I trust in God. I have faith in him, and I know he's gonna help me and get me through it. And at the end of the day, just the type of person I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna make sure like shit's getting done that needs to get done. You know what I mean? My finances, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then even then, like a newborn, they don't need much space. You know what I'm saying? So like, even in my situation, like I can make a little corner for my baby. They're gonna be in a crib for a few, and then that gives me more time to plan,
prepare,
to get out. Because the goal for me, the goal is this, right? I'm trying to get Steph to quit for the first 4 to 5 years until we have to put the kid in school
and do the pod full time.
Do the pod full time.
She should take before 4 to 5 years.
That's why. Okay, so that's why you went the extra $500.
So I wanna.
My bad.
That makes sense. Okay, that's why you want the extra bread.
That's why he felt the time.
That's what he said. What you mean we not spending me? I got a kid to feed.
So, because I don't. One is my first, right? Like, I know nothing's gonna be perfect, but we see things. We see social media. We see how other people have kids. Like, one, I don't trust daycares, right? I don't even want to think about a stranger with my child at all,
right?
You know. And 2, it's expensive, right? In my situation, not saying it will work for anybody, right? I'm blessed in a certain situation. If I could have Steph stay home and watch the kid, that convenience of me knowing, like,
Watch the kid is crazy.
You know what
I was
mean,
gonna
like,
ask you have a name, but yeah.
Be with the child. That convenience for me is everything. I know my child is at home with the mother, right? Safe, secure, like
Same thing for the mother of my child.
what else?
Safe,
That's
secure.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the mother of my child, safe, secure. Like, what? I have nothing to worry about. I get to come home. I go to work, get the money I need to make. You know what I'm saying? Take care of my home, and I know everybody's safe. That's tranquility. That's peace.
Yeah.
You know, and whatever sacrifices I have to make, then so be it. Like, it is what that's. I'm gonna do that regardless. You know what I mean? Like, none of that. Like, it doesn't scare me. Like, oh damn, I can't. I gotta stop doing. Like, cut. Like, all that shit is out the window. Like, nigga, I gotta do what I gotta do for my family. You know what I mean? And I was gonna do it regardless, no matter what. You know
That
what I
shit
mean?
feel weird saying family?
Nah, it doesn't.
When I
Remember,
going
bro,
through the
I've
motions for me,
I'm
I was
fake-
like, yo, my family. Now.
Bro, I'm
like,
fake.
It's a family.
I'm a fake
I'm
old
You have a
head.
dog, bro. You already have a family. You over here like my family. You probably start talking to Jeter. Jeter, I told you how to be obedient.
Yeah. You gotta just think about it, bro. Like, everybody that knows me, bro, I've been an old head since I was a teenager, and niggas was calling me grandpa when I was like 16, bro. So like, I already have.
He said, I'm ready.
I already have that.
I've been ready to
mindset,
get in
bro.
the game, coach.
Like,
I'm ready.
my siblings call me dad. Like, they be like, "Oh, you act like such a dad." Like, this, that, and the third. My older sibling, like everybody. So to me, it's just kind of like, I'm not gonna say like I was meant for it. Like, you know, nobody's like meant to be a parent, right? Like you just kind of you learn how to get ready.
But you can say you're ready.
To me, it's just like I got this.
I love that.
What we talking about?
I love that.
When we gonna have another one?
You got a question?
Like
You got another one. Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you got a question? I feel like this turned into like interview Kev, but I'm just now. I just got certain questions now. Like
ask them.
Not like crazy questions, but just more so like on the mentality of you as a man. Now, how you said like having to protect, like, so my friend is also having a child. By the time this pod comes out, probably had a child already, and he said to me like, "I'm just trying to give my child everything I didn't have. I know your history. You've said your history here before. I know what I would want to be as a father for either my daughter or my son. I know what my dad like kind of instilled in me, kind of like the whole elevator situation, how like certain things." My biggest fear is like, how am I going to effectively relay those lessons while also being the caring, loving dad? Because at the end of the day, my biggest fear is not being able to protect. So while I'm focusing on not being able to protect, the way my lessons or what I'm saying may come off may be like, oh, dad is just being like way too strict and stern. But I'm really just trying to like show you like this world ain't shit to play with, but you could also still have fun in it as well. How do you, is that mental ever coming now?
I mean, that's been something I thought about when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like I'm always thinking about future, right? Like what is it gonna be like when I have a kid? What is it gonna be like when I get married? What is it gonna be like? I always think about those things. And again, like I'm not worrying that far. When I get to that bridge, I'll cross it. You know what I mean? Like there's no book to being a parent.
Correct.
Right? Like there's no book, there's no guidelines. Like you can't go to school to learn how to be a fucking good parent. Like everybody has their own situations, everybody has their own families, everybody has their own means and methods of raising their child. Whenever those moments get to me, I'll figure it out then. Right? Like I can't tell you now because we all say things that we'll do. Or I'll never do that with my child, and then you end up doing it.
Right.
Or I'll do this with my child, and then you end up never doing that.
Do you believe in hitting your child?
Not abusing. Probably, I don't want to, it depends. Like, I don't even know like a scenario to really mention to say I would hit them, but a pop pin there, yeah, I believe in it. I'm not about
playing with the stove.
Yeah, like I'd slap their hand.
Burn
like,
your hand.
It depends.
Because I done told you not to touch it. You gonna touch it? Burn it. Now, I don't even got to pitch you. The fucking stove fucked you up. Cool, you got it, right?
It could be both ways.
Correct.
I could be that parent, like, all right, burn your hand, you're going to learn. Or, yo, I just told you, like, don't do that. You know what I mean? But
I think
I see that. Kevin, stop.
But I think the one thing that has come up a lot for me is just like my childhood traumas. You know what I mean? Like losing my parents and like the way I grew up and this and that, like just things that I've seen in my household and stuff like that. And I think it's just natural for me to think of it because now that I know I'm going to be a parent. So like now it's just kind of like, damn, like remember when I was a kid, like shit, like I didn't like this, I didn't like that. Like I wish my parents could have did this, did that. So it's like now you about to put your feet in the shoes of your parents. Because now it's like, you know how they always be like, oh, we told you it was going to be like this one day. And now like those days come and it's like, damn, they told me, like, you know what I mean? So like those things like come to my mind a lot more than like fears and doubts of like, what am I going to do when my child gets here? Or like, how am I going to teach them or except, you know, X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
But like I said, bro, like I just been trying to become like a better person overall, like mentally, emotionally, like spiritually, like, so that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I just pray a lot and I just pray all the time, like that God just helps me, you know, get closer and just to bring me that clarity, like everything's gonna be fine, right? Because that's what it is, bro. You just fear and doubt. It's just the enemy trying to take you down. Because that's all it is. Like you scared, you worried, like you insecure, you fear, you anxious, like all that shit is just like attacks, bro. Just attacks to make you weak. And I know I'm stronger than that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not really concerned at all, bro. When those certain bridges come, when whatever the problem is, bro, I'm gonna figure out how to get across. But I'm just taking things step at a time, right? Like step at a time. Like right now, I ain't thinking about the baby shower because I'm thinking about the gender reveal. Once the gender reveal is done, I'm gonna think about the baby shower. Once the baby shower is done, then I'm thinking about when my baby's being born. When my baby's born, then I'll think about like just like of course I'm planning, but I'm not.
I was gonna say is that superstitious?
As far as what?
As far as like getting ahead of yourself.
I wouldn't say superstitious. It's just a me thing. I know myself. I know if I think too much far ahead, I start to go in a spiral. Like now I start panicking, and I'm not trying to put myself in a panic. You start panicking, you start fucking up. You know what I mean? So if I start thinking too much about all those things when they're not even here yet, and I don't even know what the situation is gonna be, I'm putting myself in a panic for no reason. So I'm like, I'm taking things a moment at a time.
Got you.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take care of this. Done. Now I got some time to take care of this. Done. Now I got time to take care of this. Done. You know what I mean? So just time after time, like I know, and I'm confident to say, like, I know I'm gonna be a great dad. I know Steph is gonna be a great mom, and I know we're gonna do everything that we need to do for our child, for them to be put in a great position, and just gonna take it from there. All you could do is try your best. You know, I mean, like I said, there's no book, there's no step 1, 2, 3. Like, there's no guideline to figure out how to take care of your child.
Parenting for dummies.
Nah, I get it.
I'm just saying, there is a book.
I get it, but I'm saying like it's not like you read the book and like I bet
Yeah, facts.
I'm about to be the best
There's a
parent. In the
manual.
world. Yeah, like I'm about to be the best parent in the world. Like I got this. Like
So
nah, like
for a son, you said Kevin. What about for a daughter?
I thought about a few names, but I ain't gonna say it
Respect. I
You
respect
told me
that.
Kevin, what the hell?
because that's just automatic. Like
You think I'm gonna steal them?
nah, it's not even
I'll
about.
steal Kevin if I want to too, bro. Fuck, like, steal that shit right off of you, bro. Give me that.
It ain't even about that. I don't know. I don't know.
Wow.
We've thought of a few names, but
Okay.
we just don't feel like saying them.
I'm very happy for you.
But that's where
Sorry.
like the privacy thing comes, man. Like I never cared for fake attention, fake love, like none of that. You know what I mean? Like, so now that I know that I'm having a child, like I really just want people that I fuck with or that I choose to have in my life to know like I'm having a child and what's going on and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't just gonna be on some like, hey, everybody, like I'm having a kid. Like,
What's been the biggest change for you guys personally? Like, I guess we'll say like day to day.
Not much. I'm gonna keep it 100. Not much. Like I said, like just the symptoms. Like she's just pregnant. Like, and as crazy as it sounds, like the male gets symptoms too.
Yeah, that's how my brother was.
The-
He used to be throwing up and shit.
Bro, like I haven't thrown up, but like,
I mean, you said she barely throw up.
but like,
Your-
yeah, she
your
don't
stomach
throw
get
up. But
bigger?
like I
I'm sorry.
you stupid.
Look.
that nigga
On cue too.
Your stomach got big and nigga.
yo, I'm weak.
Nigga, we saw that shit. Nigga.
I eat like crazy now. Like
You wasn't doing that before.
nah.
Did you see the way he fucked up the nuggets?
Like I eat.
I was peeping.
And I
Yo, bro, the nigga put one of the sweets I was on top of the other one when he was done. I said,
Bro.
fat ass nigga.
yo.
Throw it out. The nigga put it on top.
Everything makes so much sense now. Yo,
Nigga,
behind the scenes today
Yo,
was
you know how
kind
the
of
sauce
crazy.
come out on the side? Nigga like that with the nugget. I was like, yo, bro, this nigga. I know they fresh, but
Bro,
damn, these shits is still
I
McDonald's.
said, yo, we gonna eat before we. He said, "No, I'm fueling up, bro." I
Yo,
said,
bro.
chill.
I eat OD. I'm tired a lot. Like
How the fuck you
if
go
I was
to
in the
gym,
if
nigga?
I was in the crib,
Yeah.
it's been harder for me to wake up in the morning too to go to the gym. Like
Is that why you put something about consistency on
Yeah.
the story? Yo,
I
shit.
swear. It's been harder for me to wake up to go to the
Nah,
gym.
this nigga's a puzzle. Yo, you left puzzle pieces all.
I did.
Yo, wow.
Not too many.
No, he did.
The only thing he should have did,
But-
if he would have posted like Little Man, I would have known.
No, but
Nah, I posted.
No, like
up
you know the movie Little Man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
posted
If he would have posted the movie, I'd have like, this nigga's having a kid.
I posted up.
This fucking guy's having a kid.
I
hey.
posted up a lot of stuff. Like I even posted up a baby photo of me, and I was like, my son better look like me.
But you know what? I would even.
But
it's just
people not expecting
certain
that.
thing. I would. Yeah. What you would like? I don't know. What you wouldn't be like, oh, he's having a kid off rip. I
That's
just
what
think
I'm saying.
it's Kev going through his like
Again,
Kev
bro,
shit.
because I've been trolling for years that I've had a kid. I'll be like, yeah, look at my son, look at, and niggas be like, yo, you have a kid? I'm like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then later on they be like, yo, what? Like,
I mean, I don't know. Since I met you, you never trolled me with having a kid. You only hit me with serious conversations about you wanting to be a parent. So this doesn't shock me. This is more like I knew this was coming because you already said I want to be a dad. And I want it to happen pretty soon. This shocks you?
Nigga, you see my face? Yes.
I mean,
yes, bro.
I'm shocked to find out, but
Yes.
it doesn't shock me because since we've met, you've been talking about having a family and what you would do if you did have a family.
I get that point, but it's more so like, yeah, okay, perfect. We could talk about it, but when it becomes real, I think it's different. It's 100% different now.
It's a strange
Like,
thing. Like,
imagine Kevin as a dad. Like, really, the kid that we know,
legitimately,
as a dad.
like legit.
Imagine that, bro. No,
I
not what he says. The Kevin that we know, podcast, off the pod, in the group chat, like he's just Kevin's a deal, bro. This kid's gonna have a good life, bro.
I think it's gonna.
Yeah, bro, you gotta eat.
Have a good pod today, Dad. Like,
I think it's gonna sink in. Like, it still feels fake to me. Like it feels surreal. Like, but it's like it's a crazy feeling. Like when I be going to the doctor's appointments and I see like the sonogram, like I haven't cried, but like I'll be like cheesing, bro, mad excited. Like, yo, that's mad cool. Like when I get the sonogram photos, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like,
what you
like
voted
even
on?
seeing like her.
I'm sorry. I posted. When's the last time you cried? On my. What would you post?
4 to 6 months ago, but I ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, wasn't like you finding out?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Seeing her stomach, like seeing it get bigger. You know what I mean?
You feel the
Like,
baby kick yet? Or?
Nah, not yet. It's still too like not too small, but it's still small where it's like you can't feel it. But like just even
I
like
don't know. You putting me on.
just even like
Right now, as I go.
seeing her stomach grow and like feeling it, like, you know what I mean? Like I kiss it every morning and night, like before I go to work, like I pray, like it's just crazy. It's a strange, like if you could think about like the happiest thing like you ever thought of in your life, like that's what it feels like. It just feels like a sunshine is just like in your body, just like radiating light like everywhere. But you be mad hype, bro, because that's your pride and joy. If that's who you are as a person, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like for some other niggas, it might just
some
be
other niggas,
a beam and ray of
correct,
like laser
yeah,
burning me on the inside.
that's a fact.
I think
for some niggas it is.
I
but
think it's more so because of the person that you're having with. That's what it is too. I'm really happy for you, gang. I'm really happy.
Appreciate
so
it.
when we was over there, we was talking over there, and you said something about you had.
I'm
a
more
question
happy for you. Sorry.
about.
Thank
you had more. You had some like a question about a father. You said some shit. You had.
I was saying like,
Oh, you want to talk about
your relationship with your father?
Why?
Not really. No.
That's what I'm trying to
It was
do, 'cause-
completely different. I would.
What's your question regarding that though?
I was just gonna ask, like, what's your relationship? Like, how do you like? What's your relationship with your father?
I was
like,
talking about that since I was like 13.
That's what I was gonna ask about because I knew it was like a personal thing. Like a lot of son and fathers, like,
That's funny, nigga. Your
No.
Your fucking dad pitch out the window, nigga. My dad know better to do some shit to a real nigga like me. Put his hands on nigga like me, nigga. Come on, word. So you a little nigga for real. You a little nigga for real. Your dad be handing me your word.
Yo, bro, stop. Nah, stop, bro.
nah, you crazy,
Shit,
bro.
like, man, I didn't
Nigga got triggered.
Try to laugh
Nigga got triggered.
Nigga try to laugh because you don't got a dad. Like, fuck, nigga.
No, I was about to say, yo, bro, stop. I can't even go serious now.
I can't go serious because now I'm on edge. I got to defend myself.
Stop. Yeah, I was gonna say y'all about to get me emotional. But anyways, the last time I cried, now that I think about it, because I was like, yo, I don't remember the last time I cried. I cried actually the night of my birthday on my rooftop.
Yeah.
After the fight shit?
No, shut up.
I'm serious. I'm back to serious, guys.
I cried to my dad, bro. I cried actually to my dad. And your question was exactly like, what's my relationship with my dad? Mm-hmm. That's my nigga. Without being emotional. Only few really understand only few understand what that means, but like that's my guy for real. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Up.
If I can say that, like, that's my guy, bro. I be getting upset at certain things. Like, I put my parents on timeout. I put my friends, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister on timeout if they piss me off a little bit. Like, for instance, my dad didn't show up. What didn't he show up to? He didn't show up to something I had. And he didn't show up to the meeting. Remember that we had episode 8 and I said I'm going to He definitely declined coming. He said, yeah, I'll show up. I won't show up. My mom did show up, but he did not. And I had to put him on timeout for a month.
Damn, nigga.
Because that's how important it was to me. And also he had seen that episode and still decided not to show up. So it was like, okay, so you know how I'm feeling. I didn't really say everything I wanted to say to you, but you heard it on the pod. And you still decided not to show up. So eventually, maybe a week or two, he would hit me up. Sometimes he would call me, not answering. He would text me, whatever, not answering. And then I think he got it after a while. But he made it his business, no matter how hurt he was, because he's having some issues with his foot, to show up for my birthday. And I was like, yo, bro, you don't understand how it makes me feel when you don't show up for me. Because forever, there was only one basketball game that I ever, one sport event that I ever been at, that I played in, that he didn't show up at. But I know he wasn't going to be there. But there hasn't been one time that I wasn't out on the baseball field, wasn't out on that basketball court, wasn't out on a soccer field, whatever it was, and I didn't turn around, and then he'd go right there. Or he wasn't like, yo.
Right.
So when he doesn't show up now, and it's because he's not feeling the best, it hurts me, but I'm being selfish. But aside from that, that's my guy right there.
That's what's up.
That's my guy.
I think it's important, you know that. I don't know why. Like I said, now that I know I'm having a child, like I said, a lot of those emotions that I've had of any trauma that I've never spoken about with my parents, they're coming up now, because it's now I'm about to be on that side. You know what I mean? So
So you speak to Steph about it?
Yeah, sometimes not. Sometimes I let her know I'm thinking about it, but I don't really open up or whatnot. But it's just because I was adopted. Remember I told you I was adopted, so you
say it every other episode.
Because I feel like people forget. Because what I'm about to say, you're gonna be two dads. They're not gay. Nigga, I got one.
Clarify that.
For real, bro. I'm dead ass. You gotta clarify. So my dad. When I say my dad, I'm talking about my dad that passed away, right? So
yes. The father who adopted you?
Correct.
I know.
Father who adopted
you told
me,
me, but I'm just
loving guy. I loved him to death. You know what I mean? Great guy. He made me happy. And when he died, it was the biggest shock ever. I was just telling one of my mans, I was like, yo, bro, it's crazy because you see your parents and sometimes you never see them in pain. You know what I mean? You never see them cry. They just look like they just getting beaten and they take everything, right? Just to hide it from you. And I remember seeing him cry like a baby when his sister passed, my aunt. And it was the strangest thing because I was like, wow, I've never seen this man get emotional once in his life. But when I seen him crying like a baby to one of his favorite sisters, I was like, damn, because it shows my parents have feelings, you know what I mean? My mom was emotional, but my dad wasn't. It was a brick wall. So it was it was crazy to see that. And I was like, wow, that man's just been hiding shit, holding on to stuff that he hasn't let go. And then it's I think about when I met my biological dad. I met the nigga when I was 18. And it was weird because I always knew my biological mom and I never knew my biological dad. And he always tried to reach out. My mom would tell me, and I'm she's listen, I'm not holding you back. If you wanna meet up with him, you can. It's up to you. And I just didn't care. I felt it was disrespectful to my parents. Why would I ever want to go see them? Y'all the ones who taking care of me. They missed out. And it's crazy because the first time I met him, it was the worst impression ever. Cool guy, funny guy, but the questions he's asking me, it was why would you ever ask me these questions and we haven't even seen each other for 18 years?
I mean, what? You gotta,
bro, the nigga.
Maybe he thought he was meeting his son who's a grown ass man now.
Yeah, but nigga asked me, he was you could change your last name, right? One, that was red flag. Why you telling me that I could change my last name? To who? Yours? I'm not changing my last name.
He rattling for that.
You know what I mean?
The first link up is crazy.
I think,
then
yeah,
talks about putting me on his taxes.
Oh,
I was like, it's a dub, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it's a dub.
So, yeah. I was gonna give him an out in
And
the first
Forget,
one.
forget all that. I was gonna give you.
And the worst part
crazy.
about it is that he genuinely thought he didn't do anything wrong. So like I'm 18.
Damn,
so like
sound just like Kevin.
No, but you know,
Yo,
it also
fuck
goes
you.
with something. Everyone is raised different, bro.
that's my point. Like
Some
so
people don't
that's,
see the wrong of what they do
and
because
that
how
be-
they were brought up.
And again, like those be things like you think about when you get older, because it's like you see things as a child, right? But like then you also don't understand they grew up that way because of their parents.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a chain effect. So when I think about stuff like that, I think about the stuff I don't want to bring down to my child. Like I want to end it with me. However, which way I'm gonna end it, whatever traumas it is, whatever habits it is, like I want it to stop with me. Because I don't want to pass that down. Because I can realize what was being passed down generations and generations before me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like you said about timeout, nigga, I put that nigga on timeout for like 3 years. I ain't speak to the man for years. Then when I turned like 21 or something like that, I was like, let me try to give him another chance. Cool guy, like funny guy, like cool guy. But it was just like that connection he was looking for, that father-son connection, it wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like
I think
You already had it.
Yeah, I think that's
what I'm
why,
saying,
because
like,
you wasn't looking for it.
I wasn't looking for it
Because you
I
had it.
I had mine. Even if I lost them when I was 13, like I already had the connection.
You know
that-
what
that I
a
needed.
father should
Exactly.
be, and it wasn't what
know
you
I
were
mean?
given. So
and then at that point, I'm 18. I done basically grew like raised myself with my sister. You know, I lost my dad when I was 13. So until I was 18, bro, I was like, bro, what can you show me now? Because I've been living by myself with my sister. We've been raising ourselves.
Right.
There's nothing you could teach me. There's nothing you could show me. And no offense, like there was nothing you could show me. You know what I mean? You was a booster. You living with your mom, my grandmother. Like what is there to show me? You know what I mean? You had no job. Like, and it's not to slander him, but it's like,
damn, yeah, relax a little bit, cause Mike.
What could you have offered?
Y'all got beef?
As a father? Nah. What could you have offered as a father that was going to benefit me as a young man? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, you never know.
No, I knew. And
Especially if you just said, bro, someone who already had a dad, he's now already went through his point of 13 to 18 living by
You had
himself.
Spanish. 18.
I know he a little Spanish. He a little Spanish too. So he talking about familia and shit. Hitting home. So yeah, bro, you was basically grown about yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. And it was crazy. So that's why I'm hearing you, and it's like, and it's funny because I was watching a video of these 3 black men, and it was all talking about like, how they was on a podcast.
Oh my bad.
You
We
fucked
3
up.
black men.
Yeah, I got it, but damn.
They was talking about like father issues or like growing up with their dad, and the one dude was talking about basically like what you saying right now, like my dad we used to go play ping pong together, and the other 2 niggas is like, damn, nigga, my dad's been locked up all his life. I ain't never played ping pong with him, and the other niggas like, I don't even know my dad, and it's like, damn, like, so it's like sometimes.
So when I shut up after saying like my dad's my guy, everything like that, I did have one little ounce, not of guilt, but of damn, like, am I rubbing it into even y'all niggas here?
It should
That's
never,
where it goes from for me.
It
Like,
should never be
like,
that.
damn, like I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty of having a father at all.
I was about to say that,
but like, no, I don't.
Not knowing your dad at all.
No.
Sheesh, at least I knew mine until I was 13. Like,
nah, for real.
nah, I'm not gonna lie, cause not knowing your dad
Yo,
is
bro,
probably
stop.
crazy.
No,
for
Right, that's crazy, bro.
Stop.
That's crazy.
No, he did know his dad. The
I'm not
father that
saying
he
him. I said
had.
for someone
So-
Yeah,
else.
for someone, yeah.
So your pops, right? You said he's incarcerated, or he was incarcerated. He's just
No, bro, my dad's Staten Island.
stop.
I thought he was locked. Nah, you know, on the island, he's on Staten Island.
Yeah, like that. Like, wrong island, nigga, wrong island, bro. Nigga over there with Wu-Tang in him, bro.
Yo, stop, bro.
Like,
Kev, bro. You gotta
Like-
stop.
Bro, the wrong
I
island,
didn't,
bro.
I
Not
didn't
the
know
island.
what to say after he just started island. Like, bro, like, made it seem like he crossed the street. Stop, bro. So,
Like, made it seem like you can see him down the block or some
so
shit.
you
I
can
see a
tell me
nigga on a ferry. Like,
you can tell me if this is too personal, but has an attempt ever been made since the last time you seen him since 13?
yeah. Yeah, I told you, like,
You didn't tell me. That's why I asked.
nah, I did tell you if he was listening to how NOA came about, bro. He actually reached out. So when we were talking, I asked him about having it because he was already reaching out to try to rekindle. But we were supposed to meet up.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
But it was one day I was talking to my mom about something, and I was supposed to meet up with him. But she was telling me that my sister was mad that I was supposed to meet up with him. So I was like, oh, you know what? Fuck she mad for? Like, I ain't understand. And then my mom just explained to me then, like, growing up, she didn't have the same relationship I had with my dad. So I already knew at this age I was like 19, and my mom was going through something with my stepmom. So my mom wasn't being like present for my sister. So my sister was doing shit like, you know, cutting school and shit like that, fucking up a lot. LaRon, so I mean him is actually really close. He used to call my phone a lot and be like, yo, your sister's not in school. It's a great slacking and shit like that. So I used to be on my sister a lot. So she's like, oh, she mad at you because she look at you like a father figure. So I had texted him that same day, like, yo, bro, I'm not going to meet you. Never talked to him since then. Just because I didn't want to fuck up my vision that my sister had for me.
I feel like that would have made you more of a father figure. Because there's a certain shit that my dad, I didn't want him to do, but he had to do. That I knew he had to do, right? So even if I'm upset at that, I still respect it because he did it on that level. And you could have slighted yourself a little bit from that experience.
I could
Is the door ever closed?
I feel like the door for me is closed because it's similar to what Kev said, like, my mom was always there. I never had a dad between those ages, so I don't know what I missed. But I know I didn't never feel like I was missing because my mom was always there. So when it came to that point, it was like, nah, I know what I didn't miss, and I know what my sister would think of me after this. So I know I don't need my pops. I went this whole time without my pops.
Right.
Feel me? I respect that.
But what I do need is my sister to still look at me in the same light.
Have you ever spoken to your sister about that?
Yeah.
And she was just like, no.
No, she did tell me she was upset. We have spoke about, like, if I would have met up with him. You know, of course she's grown now, so even in recent times we spoke about it, she was like, oh, like, maybe you should have. But then again, we never needed that.
So if he comes
it's dubs.
Tomorrow, it's dubs.
Oh, it's dubs. Yeah,
Based on what your sister?
No, based on me now. Like, it will be no reason. Like,
respect that.
Yeah.
Respect that.
There will be no reason, bro. Like, of course, like now, my man's not a lot of my friends, but a couple of my friends have kids. Now, you know, Kevin about to have a kid. Always talk about situations like one of my man's, the similar situation. He's like, oh, I stopped talking to my dad around this time. There's times where I want to call my dad to be like, oh, how would you have handled this now that I'm a parent? I would think of it times like that, like now becoming a man or certain situations I had as a man. But again, bro, my mom, mad real, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I could be something crazy, mad outrageous. Like, I could talk to my mom about it, bro. Shit would be nothing.
I encourage you, as your friend, I gotta hold my friends accountable. I encourage you to go do that.
I say at least try.
Yeah, because you know what? Because if
bro.
Kev would have been on the same time, I would have said the same thing too. But he got a chance to. Once my pops want to put me on his taxes, change your last. Whoa, nigga, you bugging?
Like,
I'm done. You trying to use me for something?
Nah, so
I'm
I attempted.
The other
Yeah.
surrounding situation was my mom was talking to him again. So she stopped fucking with my stepmom and we started talking to my pops. So that was another thing. Is like my sister told me like he would never reach out if he was not already coming back around. You know what I'm saying? We had all this time, but now he's starting to talk to our mom again. It only would make sense to reach out because he did try to reach out to my sister too. My sister dubbed it off rip. I of course didn't because I had a different relationship. So then now after the conversation, she told me that I'm like, oh. Sometimes other people see things different.
Correct. I like I said, as your friend, I would still encourage you right now and forever to reach out.
Bro, mind your business, bro. I was just fucking with you, bro. JK. Nah, I feel like other people have told me the same thing too, but I just feel like it would probably do me more harm than.
I can't say that.
You don't know that.
I can't say that.
I don't know that, but then
Because I used to say
I
the
know.
same
I just know
thing.
the life I have without him,
you said-
and I'm
But
good.
you said like your pops was like you got the funny, the charismatic, the creativeness from you got a lot of different traits. So you never know now that we may not be father and son, but we may be I don't want to say friends either, but we may be on a communication level to where he was like, again, going back to NOA, hey son, I like that. Creatively, add this.
That's where we're gonna fuck up. I don't even want him to talk to me and say, "Hey son, I like that."
Or maybe not hey son.
Okay,
All right, so hey,
And
hey
then
John.
Two, on a friends level, I wouldn't even want to be cool with someone who's have 9 in his life and more than one. And one of my friends actually was having a situation where he was thinking about not being in his kid's life. And I had to sit that nigga down man to man and say, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you do that shit, I'm not fucking with you, bro. Unless it's a situation where like you out, whatever, you have raw sex, right? It don't like everyone says, oh, you should know what you're doing. Bro, niggas just have raw sex sometimes, right? Cool. You say, yo, I don't want the baby. She's forcing the baby. That's a different situation. Feel me? That's not the situation that he was in. It's completely different. Now he wants to back out after some months of being in. Yo, bro, you're going crazy. You're already in it for a couple months, let's say 6 months. Now you talking about you don't want to. Yo, you're going crazy, bro.
And you got that story. You got that story
What story?
of that. And I'm just asking because my friends
Wait,
have
you
had
confusing me.
situations-
What, I got the story of what?
No,
No,
that's
he
what
told
I'm
me he
saying.
didn't want to be in the kid's life. And I said, nigga, you're bugging out.
No, I'm not talking about your friend. I'm talking about your pops.
Oh, what story I got?
Like that he didn't want to be in.
No, I was there for it, bro. Like I experienced it.
Okay.
I was there for it. Yeah, the whole situation was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, that one would have to probably be off pod.
Yeah.
But I was there for it, so it was like, as you get older, you just go back, see the situation again, and be like, oh nah.
Well, like I said, I still encourage it. I do.
You know what I think it is? It's like before, like when I was 18 and I was like, I don't really want to meet him in this and the third. I kept saying that, but like my mind and like my feelings was kind of like, I am curious though, right? Like, let me see, like, who is he? Who is this guy? You know what I mean? Like, you're my dad, but like, who are you? And then like, obviously when I first met him, wasn't a great impression. And then again, just giving people grace, right? Like I was just trying to understand, like, all right, you don't know how to speak to me. You don't have any, because I have twin sisters that he hasn't had, obviously same thing. Like he lost all his kids. I have twin sisters, and it's like, he don't know how to speak to his children, none of that. So I'm like, all right, let me give him grace, right? Try to give him another chance. And I was like, all right, cool. Things were going good. Communication, told him what I didn't like, where he fucked up at. You know what I mean? What I didn't like, the things he said. It was like, yo, bro, like, this is not what you do. If you want to get in good graces with me, this is not what you do, right? Like, you don't talk about money and changing my last name, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And then it was just like, we chilled a few times. Like, we went to play pool. Like, I went to some family events. He introduced me to more family. And then it was like, to me, I tried. I attempted, right? Like, I wasn't looking for anything specific. I wasn't expecting anything, but at least now I have more peace because I don't speak to him now. We don't speak. Not because, like, we fell off on bad terms, just like we just stopped speaking, right? He stopped looking out for me. I stopped looking for him, and I think we're just, like, on mutual grounds. Like, we tried. Right. That relationship that you were looking for,
It's not gonna
that
happen.
I tried to help you gain, is just not gonna work out. I'm too grown. I'm my own man. Like, there's just nothing there, But now I have that peace that I tried. Like, nobody can ever say, like, oh, but you didn't even give him a chance. No, I did. I gave him a chance for a few years. You know what I mean? It just didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
And everything doesn't have to work out, but I gave him the chance.
Right.
So maybe that, I agree with him. Maybe you should just try to, like, not saying we telling you what to do, but maybe there is trauma or things that you don't speak about or that you don't even know is, like,
Nah, for sure.
confirmed,
But
you
you
know?
know what else a biggest thing too? He said every time you turn around, who is there? Your pops, right? So now my mom was present in life, but like if I had events and shit, she wasn't there. So nigga, the reason right now I come outside, oh I'm star. You gotta big yourself up. I'm bigging myself up my whole life. At some point I don't need you to big me up.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
feel
do it myself. I've been doing it myself.
I'm not gonna say he's gonna be there to big you up, but
The thing is, you look for that. So now, what do I need a father in my life for? Who's not going to be a father?
you never know.
No, I'm asking you, what is a father in my life going to serve purpose if he can't be a father?
Here's my thing, right? And one thing I learned as just me being not, I don't want to say the father situation, right? Even at the age of 13, there was some things that I thought I understood, even at 17, 18, that I thought I understood. And as a grown man, I'm looking back at it like, yeah, this is what happened. Until I actually went to go speak at all the parties in play. And that's where I'm like, that makes sense. Well, I can see why you took it that way. Even with Kev, when we were just talking over there, at the same time, this was happening too. So this is probably what's going on in their mind. But in his mind is this. So while I'm looking at it outside, I'm picking sides. Or not really picking sides, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, so Kev was wrong. Mm-hmm. If you allow the opportunity for you to at least talk, 13 years old, why didn't I see you at 14? Maybe it would help you. Not saying that he's going to be father and son, but it can give you some answers you never knew you were looking for, as well as provide clarity for how you will proceed in the future. Not to say, like, when you have a kid, right? I know I'm never going to be like my father. I'm going to be in my child's life. A lot of people would say that, yeah. But let's figure out where those issues went wrong at. You could
what's
always,
the root?
yeah.
Like,
What's the root
why
of it?
wasn't
Yeah.
you? You know what I mean?
You could figure out a problem easily, but let's figure it out the entire way. Show your
Because
work.
you could be in a kid's life and still not be the best dad.
True. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
you want to show up in the best way, but I also feel like my mom was never the type of parent to be like, he just don't want to be here. Like, there was one situation that happened where they was gone to a back and forth over something, and we used to have like visitation weekends. So they was arguing about something, and I think he had like stole something out the crib, right? So she purposely went and took us away for the weekend that he was supposed to visit. So it was like she would tell us like, yeah, like I purposely did that to spite your pops. Like I don't feel like she ever lied. Like, cause there's some people that be like, oh yeah, I'm the good guy, he's the bad guy. She's definitely kept it up front and be like, yo, I did some fucked up shit too, but nigga, she didn't leave.
respect. One thing I do want to do while you were talking though, I gotta big up my moms. One thing my moms, like, I know that there was a situation that happened before. One thing my mom never did was stop me from having a relationship, but she did shit out of spite. I think I told y'all this, like, she would, like, he would meet me at the train, and then she would walk purposely to another train station to, like, to not have me meet him. Just for that purpose. So I'll be seeing him on the train on the next stop on the platform. He'll see me and it's like, okay. She did it out of spite. But after a while, like, she allowed me to have my own relationship with him. So I do have to be bigging up our pops this episode. But I do got to big up my mom this episode too, for sure. Because without that and without the shit that she has gone through, not only with just my pops, but that side of the family, shit. My mom, just how I say my dad is my guy. My mom is my girl. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit wholeheartedly. So that's what I'm gonna say.
That don't sound as good.
Well,
I want to say, I'm not gonna lie, like, sound good, but it don't sound as good. My mom,
when
my
I said
girl.
I said my pops my nigga. I'm not gonna say my mom.
That's my
I'm not gonna say that. I can't say that.
that's my homegirl.
Yeah.
My mom know she my bitch.
Yeah.
Ride or die.
If I call my pops right now and I'd be like, yo, pops, I love you, he's just so, like, exterior hard shell, he's probably not, like, he gonna be like, what's wrong? What happened? He won't even, and that's, like, where I would go as a father, be like, oh, shit, like, I don't know how I'll still be able to have the mushiness if every time I say some weird shit or shit that's out of character for me, I'd be like, what's wrong? What happened? You ever picked up the phone and hear that tone? Mm-hmm. What's wrong? Shit, too many fucking times. There, let me try to call my pops real quick. And if he actually be like, I love you back, something wrong with that nigga.
Yo, imagine.
Yeah, something's wrong with him.
Say it, bro.
I love you too, son.
Nah, let me see. Let me see. He probably won't even answer.
After this, I'm gonna call mine. We just doing shit on pod.
Yo.
What's up? Where you at? You at a party?
Huh?
You at a party?
No, I'm at Riverbank.
Okay, all right. Well, I just want to tell you I love you.
I love you too. I'm at Swap Ball.
Oh, something wrong with him. All right.
They playing inside.
All right, cool. No problem, bro.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right. Something wrong with this nigga. Something wrong with this nigga for real.
He said that fast.
Yeah, he
I
said-
love you too.
I'm starting to think Jordan don't know his parents. I swear to God.
Bro,
I'm
something
really
wrong
starting
with
to
this
think
nigga.
that.
Something wrong with
Because
him.
your mom don't take the train, she on the train.
No,
Your
if I
dad don't say I love you. Yeah, I love
Nah,
you too.
that wasn't
Shit
that-
was with E.
that wasn't-
He say it all the time, clearly.
That wasn't I love you.
too, son.
That
I'm
wasn't-
at the swap meet.
that wasn't I love you too. That wasn't I love you. That was like I'm out right now. I'm watching my surroundings type shit. That wasn't no like I love
was
you
it like
too,
a
son.
genuine,
It was
like-
like yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
I love you
all right,
too.
cool.
All right.
Yeah, it was that.
Hang up.
It was that, bro.
You know what's crazy? Like, my dad, it was never like I love you, none of that. Like, it was just, and when he was telling me he loved me, it was around the time he was about to pass away. But it was like,
Damn.
it was never on some like,
Yeah, I feel like my mom wasn't like that growing
My
up.
mom-
either.
my mom
my
need-
mom don't really say it.
My
But
mom
me and my
neither.
siblings say it to each other.
Oh, my mom is so
so that's why
fucking like
it's funny.
sensitive.
Like,
I'm
I
grown
like
right
to
now,
hear.
My mom barely say that shit. But
I like to
I
hear
love y'all.
people's relationships with their parents, like, because at first when I had lost my parents, I was struggling with like, I want to say envy or jealousy, but it was kind of hard.
Parent teacher conference hit
'Cause
different.
it not even just that, just like graduation hit different.
Stop.
You know what I mean? Like,
Stop,
I don't
because
know
it
if you
wasn't
saying a joke.
No, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be funny.
No, he
but
said don't say no,
no,
joke.
it wasn't meant to be funny. But I was trying to finish the sentence, and then once it came out, I said, "Damn, that's gonna make me look like
Nah,
an
it be-
asshole." And here goes she looking at me like,
it's like
Stop.
when you I like hearing those stories because like it gives me, I'm not gonna say like joy, but like I knew my parents loved me, you know what I mean? But obviously, unfortunately, it was just taken away from me at a young age. And it's like sometimes I'll hear like sometimes like, you know, we all complain about our parents or whatever, but like sometimes I'll hear my friends say something bad about their parent, and instantly like, and it's like a trigger for me, and I always tell them like, be careful what you say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, cause like you still have your parents. Like, you don't even understand that when you lose them, like you're gonna be so different. Like all those things you were saying.
but you were entitled to say that though.
I mean, I am.
You are
know what I mean?
way more
like-
entitled than anyone.
My cousin used to be like, yo, I hate my dad. I wish my dad wasn't here. I was like, nigga, you lucky you got your dad.
Right.
Yeah, but then when he reached out to you at 18, you turned it down. So shut up.
I mean, I was a kid.
18.
So like it's,
Yeah, when he
it's
reached out to me as a grown ass adult. Fuck, nigga, after I graduated high school. Fucking grown ass woman outside. Now he want to reach out.
so like again goes back to what I was saying. Like now that I know I'm having a child, these are the things I think about. Like I didn't grow, like my mom wasn't, like we grew up, and I don't want to say survival, like if we was like struggling hard, but like it was never on some like affection, like it wasn't on some like we hugging each other all the time, like I love yous. Like it was really just kind of like, listen, this is what you need to do, this is how you need to do it, this is what you need to learn. Like, because if we not here, you need to figure out what to do, like how to navigate and shit. Nigga, I was going to school by myself in second grade. You're only like 8 years old at that time.
crazy.
Nigga, I remember leaving school.
That's dumb crazy, actually.
That's OD crazy. I remember going after school, and you know how they tell you gotta wait till your parents come pick you up? I told them flat out, I was like, I go home by myself. All of them looked at me with like 1,000 heads.
I feel like some of that shit is like a slap in the face of like normal shit. Like would be for me, like wait for your parent to pick you up. Both my parents is that. Like parent teacher conference. Like when I just had to realize that shit. Like damn, like shit that was normal for me is like Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Yeah, bro.
Like that shit hits real fucking different, bro.
It does.
Shit.
So like that's why like, and I'd be happy like for the people that still have their parents, like, you know what I mean? But like when they say certain things, it automatically gets me into that mode, like, be careful what you're saying. Cause you don't know what that other side is like. You know what I mean? You don't know that feeling, right?
So you
like,
on the other side,
and again, right? Like just because my parents passed doesn't mean I haven't said bad things about them. They were annoying, like, or you know, we've all been there. But like now that I've been on both sides, it's kind of like all those things that you did say, you kind of think back at it. Like sometimes I'd be like, damn, I wish I went to the store for my mother again. You know what I mean? Like, oh damn, I wish I did this for my dad again, or whatever the case may be. So like when I be hearing like other people, I just be like Like I laugh with them, like whatever, like you want to vent, like you want to, oh my mom's a bitch, whatever. I be laughing, and then I'll let them know, like just be careful though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like because it's gonna be one day you're gonna be tight that you even thought about to think about, like damn, my mom's a bitch. And you're gonna start thinking about that, like, oh fuck, like I wish I would have never said that. Like, cause I've seen it when my parents passed, like my siblings' guilt from how they treated my parents and stuff like that. Like I've seen it. Like it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. You go down this rabbit hole, like all the things you done did. And it's like you put yourself
I've seen a lot
in
of
a dark
anger.
hole. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of
it, you know? So and I think about those things because now when I have my child, I want to do it differently. You know what I mean? I want to make sure my child knows I love them. I don't want them to think I'm just this brick wall with no emotions. Like I'm gonna let them know how I feel about things. You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna be different. I'm gonna try my best to be different because I don't know exactly how I'm gonna be as a parent. I can't say. I don't know. I've never been one. You know what I mean?
Well,
so yeah. I mean till next year. So
You almost.
Yo, this guy.
Almost.
This guy.
Say happy Father's Day to your pops, nigga. Shut up. So, stop.
I go see him in Staten Island. Yeah, but
Stop.
let's just call the jokes out now.
Stop. No, stop.
Because jokes out now.
No,
that was fucked up. I'm
that's fucked up what he said. That's fucked up what he said to me. His pops is in Staten Island. What are you talking about? Kevin, what I want to say to you is thank you very much.
Bro, congrats, bro. My pops never put a nigga like me out the window. Never been a little nigga in my fucking life, bro. Word. I'm off this.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's crazy. Yo,
wait till I come to the baby
someone
shower.
actually texted me. This is crazy, right? I just drove by and seen you and the guys with the pod and the lights recording through the window. So it is our time to go. Facts. That's too accessible right there. I'm not gonna
that's way too accessible.
Way too accessible.
Say, yeah, I just seen y'all.
Watch it be some nigga that live in the building.